Warning, the following stunts are done by trained professionals. Actually, we're not trained. Robbie is just a dumbass and decided to do a drunken fantasy football podcast. The thoughts, opinions, and takes are ours and ours only. It is not our fault if you lose in fantasy football or sports gambling. Viewer discretion is advised.
Holy shit. Dilly, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, really quick, I'm Rumboyz Robbie. That's Drop the Mic FF. I'm rocking my GLD. I got some new GLD coming in. I'm super fucking excited. We're just going to get right into the ad. Mike, let's take him away. Bow out now.
I'm back in Miami when no land, I got no understanding. Out of here, I'm burning, or turn me on, you can't understand it. In the club, posted up, they lit up, no matter where I'm standing. Drop GLD for the Cuban link, yeah, you see it there. Might spaz out on some taller shit, no on zero tolerance. Money conversations ain't hard to relate, it's hollering. See my net, they acknowledge it, good friend, girl, when you're not.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. This is Rumboyz After Dark. Again, it's your boy Rumboyz Robbie. Drop the mic, FF. What's good?
Happy Christmas and a Merry New Year to everyone, and especially to you, my
animals.
friend, you freaking filthy animals.
Bro, I think your name tag's missing a note.
Mm-hmm. It was last week and we didn't even catch it.
Good thing we got it now.
I was waiting to see if we caught it again. I noticed it, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait and see.
Blood clots. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing day. Robbie had like the whole day off, and it's like the first day ever out of all of 2023. I got to fucking sleep. That's all I did. Woke up, said what's up to my roommate. My roommate was like, drinking? And I was like, drinking. And we drank, and then I slept. And now I'm back from the dead. Guess who's back? Back. Again. Robbie's back. Frank, but drop the mic. Mike, let's take a shot. Yo, that was a great way to go into that. Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz boys and girls want to do. Dilly.
And there is something in here.
I got that drink in my cup. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a whole show set up for you guys. You have that shit backwards. What thing do I have backwards? What thing?
Hey, what are you talking about, Pang?
Pang. Painful. Stars of Team Black on the cover. Fuck. I mean, Mike doesn't get a whole lot to choose from. The league is 70%.
Yeah, well, it's not even.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. All right. So we you know what?
I almost put CMC on that, except for it didn't fit the photo right, so I put Debo. Now these guys are going to shit for it.
Here's how we're going to do this. All right.
We're going to talk about Thursday night first.
We're going to get into Thursday night football takeaways. I got you. Look, this man was about to fucking shit himself. We are going to get into Thursday night football takeaways, okay? Thursday night football. We had us a game. I have to really ask, and the question I feel like really imposes itself. Is Los Angeles the scariest 7 seed as of right now? Like,
well, okay? So let's do this first. All right. So if you look at the Rams, first I want to say, God damn it, why can't Puka and Cooper Kupp have a game at the same time? Because I needed the one and not the other one last night. Okay. So yes, I am upset about that. But when it comes to the playoff picture, I am on the site. So I have everything lined up right here. If this stupid website wants to work for me. And I was partly off today too. So
Cancel district NFC South.
okay, so right before the games or whatever, Rams are technically the 6th, but that'll change if the Vikings win. In the NFC, the only team that I would be more afraid of than the Rams, if we're like possible, but not saying I am, I think it's up to and I told you at the beginning of the year, I thought that there was a chance that this team, I knew this team could make the playoffs and maybe win the division. Oh! Even though he's a rookie again. He's back to being a rookie.
Hey. What's up, guys?
Holy
Sorry, I'm
shit.
a little
Come here. Bring it in.
Hey!
Love you, bro. What's good,
What
man?
Yeah,
shit.
sorry. I was like, oh shit. I was gonna reach out to see if I can hop on today, but I was like, yeah, I'll
This
just
was
hop
fucked
on.
up. That was fucked up.
Oh, Tommy.
Nah. Hey-oh.
Oh, Mike, continue your take. I'm sorry.
I think that the Seahawks could do damage in this division, and I think they still could be a scary team if they get up there 6-7. I think there's a chance that the Vikings fall out of the playoffs and Seahawks Rams have 6-7. If that is the case, I'd be afraid of both of them. But for my major takeaway of the game in general, Stafford is showing that he can still win. And if that defense can hold up, that offense is hot at the right time. And sometimes it's not about being the best team, it's about being the hottest team.
I'll let Payne get his take in really quick before I choose to eviscerate your take.
I know you're going to.
I'm sorry, I just hopped in. You had to read that to me. I'm sorry, guys.
What's your take on last night's game?
Last night's game are the Rams like the most deadliest 7 seed right now? Like
in the NFC.
In the NFC.
That's a tough one. I mean, they're good. I think they're second. I think their secondary has a lot to show.
They're 6. I'm sorry, they're 6 to be. Let me stand corrected. They are a 6 seed right now.
Well, they're 6 now because of the win and everyone else not playing.
Yeah.
I also have an issue with just like who the Rams have really played, right? Like I look at the teams they've beaten and I'm like, well, like of course you did, right? Of course you beat the Browns, of course you beat the Cardinals, of course you beat the Commanders and the Saints. Like the only one that I'm most impressed with is that they held on with the Ravens, but the Ravens have also just kind of been a weird team too. I do think they're good. I think they're gonna be in the. They have basically an opportunity shot at the playoffs, but do I consider them deadly?
But the Browns is an impressive win. The Browns are 9-5 and the number 5 seed.
Yes, but you got to remember how they beat the Browns, like and when they beat the Browns, right? They beat a Joe Flacco Browns, and that's like cool. But this isn't like I think they played when Joe Flacco was in, and I think there was also a couple injuries on that roster at that time too. Like the Browns aren't a healthy team. They're actually down a lot of guys. Any Browns fan will tell you that they're out a lot of dudes. So it's not yay, that's who you beat. Yeah, but I do think that they're good. Oh yeah, Darkest opposite. That dude always shows up, man. He does
DeMarcus
that so
Robinson. I'm glad Pang's here because DeMarcus Robinson reminds me of those weeks that Pang picked Van Jefferson and Jefferson actually fucking shows up.
Yo,
that's what he reminds me of.
It is mirror images of each other, isn't it? It is pretty much damn near mirror images. Yo, we can literally go back to like old episodes, grab like Pang, talk about Van Jefferson, and then put DeMarcus Robinson and be like, this is what he meant.
Exactly.
It's because I respect that kind of game, though. I respect guys like Matthew Stafford, and I even respect Derek Carr. I have a huge love for like Derek Carr's ability to use random guys. Like, A.T. Perry, Juwan Johnson, and like both had touchdowns. Like, come on, no one was guessing that, right? Like that's pretty insane. He had a 3-touchdown game, and 3 of them went to guys that were not his number one.
I started. They weren't Olave. There was in a semifinal. I believe.
You're talking. I think all three of those guys are like on like low end deals, right? Juwan being the most paid of the three.
For me, I'm true. So I always say my truth is so blunt that you can smoke it. And I'm leaving Leafs take up here for a minute just because I kind of want to touch on this. We see this as we get down the stretch and we get, when we talk like real football. First off, from a fantasy standpoint, I told y'all motherfuckers that Demarcus Robinson was him. He was going to be Timothy down the stretch. I told you guys he was going to be an unexpected player that could go out there and put up fantasy points. I told you guys, very early on last week, moving forward onto this week. Hey, let's go ahead. Let's get on the hot ball. I've preached this many of years, year in, year out. The way that your fantasy team is going to look when you draft it and the way that it's going to look like when you win a championship are going to be two totally, completely different things. One will be at the end, it's going to look like an anomaly. With that being said, I do think that Demarcus Robinson is definitely a piece that you need to have from a fantasy standpoint down the stretch. But I do also think from a real NFL standpoint, having a wide receiver 3 to where it now makes it for the quarterback to be able to distribute the ball between all of his star players in the fashion that Matthew Stafford is able to do. This Rams team is scary. This Rams team scares me down the stretch. The NFL playoffs are one and done. We know that at some point during these playoffs, Dallas will Dallas itself. The Eagles aren't looking too hot right now, and it's a bad time for them to not be looking too great. The 49ers scared the ever-living shit out of me from in a good standpoint. Throughout the whole playoffs, I am letting it be known I'm hammering the Niners throughout the playoffs.
Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
The year that we'll get into this later. I don't think this is the year that the Niners choke. I'll touch more on that later. Like some stripper touched on me before the other night. But more importantly, when we talk about the Rams, it's scary. It's bad. I could see them bounce. No matter how the bracket were to shake out, I could see them being able to go blow for blow with any fucking team except San Fran.
Could they beat the Lions right now?
Yes.
Okay, I agree.
Absolutely, which we're going to talk about the Lions in a minute. Detroit, you are not safe from tonight's show. I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah,
I am letting.
I think you're right that they could beat the Lions. I think NFC wise, they could probably beat almost any of the playoff guys besides the 49ers because a lot of these guys are negative trending besides maybe the Cowboys that are fluky. I'm just curious how they do against AFC. AFC was kind of a joke, right? But now the Bills look good. Chiefs will catch their second win.
I think the AFC
it is. But originally, with all the injuries we were taking, through the regular season, people were like, "Oh, the AFC is whatever." But now we look good. You got Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, Bills. But then on the NFC side, they got like Niners, Rams, Eagles, Lions, and even then, I don't know how I feel about some of these teams. I wasn't really hyped on the Eagles like everybody else was. They looked really good on paper, but when you look at the roster, sure, that looks really cool. But every week they're adding somebody new, so it just tells me they're not unconfident in themselves. So I don't know. Sure, they'll beat a lot of these NFC teams, but I just don't think the Rams are that good to beat the Bills.
Yeah, podcaster, streamer to streamer. I dropped you a very dope compliment, bro. Hey, yo, can we just all clap it up for Peng's audio right now is just so fuck. I'm damn, as someone that's been streaming for a long time, damn, do I sound like that sometimes? Fuck. Are those what are you rocking right now? Are those Turtle Beaches or?
No. My buddy recommended these headsets to me. This is the Corsair HS80. They're really good. Yeah. I hate wearing headsets after a while, but I hated crappy mics. I hated all those mufflers and the stuff. But when I tried this headset, it comes up crisp. So
drop me a link,
Corsairs. Bro. I'll do that. I'll get that ready.
Yeah,
for you.
Bro. That shit is fire. I'm damn.
It's really well.
Eagles defense is fraudulent. that we have
that team is
things that we need
fraudulent.
to worry about. I think that there's other things with the Eagles that we need to worry about. I think there's a bunch of fucking different things with regards to the NFC East that we're going to worry about, which we're going to get into that tangent later.
We'll get into that later. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I ranted.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. We have a fantasy question. Zeke over Chandler this week.
No.
I said that it was going to be predicated on Madison's return, and even if Madison returns, a lot of reports I'm getting are that it's Chandler's the future of that is potentially the future of that backfield. Depending,
I think Chandler's the future, but the problem for me is even though Ramondre is ruled out, Denver's defense is looking better than out right now. And even though Elliott will get the opportunities, I still think Chandler has the ability to be a better back this week.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to ride with Chandler. Oh, these are fair price.
Yeah, they might go on sale every now and then too. I check them out. But I would go with Chandler. You want the more explosive play here. Madison, I just don't get it. I know. I mean, on this show alone, we talked about Madison numerous times previously, just about how he's just not the guy. Really,
he's a plotter.
People bought into that. He's not even he's worse than a plotter, because I don't even know if he's good in the red zone. Like, at least with plotters like Brian Robinson, Najee, and these others, they at least walk and they can, get a yard and go into the red zone.
Feet picks.
Feet picks.
No one wants to see my fucking Muay Thai feet, bro. No. For me,
I would say Ty Chandler though. Yeah, for me.
Yeah, I don't have I just don't have the confidence in Zeke heads up against Denver. Denver's scary, low key good as a defense. And they're playing right now. Denver's playing like they feel like that they can get in. They can't, obviously, but they're playing as if they win, they have a 37% chance.
Yeah, they have a chance. They just need things to happen.
I don't think the Steelers win because Jake Browning is carving up defenses. Let's not forget this man had Heisman votes in the same year that Lamar was getting Heisman votes. The Texans have an uphill battle against Cleveland this week because there's still no CJ Stroud, and I'm sorry, Case Keenum is manageable at best. The Bills are scratching, and they have a 72% chance if they were to fucking win. So I mean, I don't know if I trust. Yeah, no, I don't trust Zeke against a team that is trying to fight and claw their way in. Not in this point. And that's one of those, and I hate to go with the whole narrative street take, but I feel like when you get into the fantasy football championship, when you get into the semifinals, when you get into the playoffs, narrative street is one of those things that it's okay to gauge. You can be stats, analytics, and film throughout the season. At this point, okay, who's fighting for something? Who actually gives a fuck? Who doesn't? Who's playing their starters? Who's going to be benching their starters? And these are things that you have to start thinking about. Because at the end of the day, it is a game of math. You need to just mathematically outscore your opponent. And I think that Chandler gives you the best situation, being that Minnesota is also climbing and fighting for something. New England doesn't give a fuck. For the land down under. Damn, Daniel. Merry Christmas, my dudes. Merry Christmas to you. Bro.
Hit me up, Daniel. You know that. Hit me up.
The beard. Anything else that we want to touch? I feel like I'm just going to name this episode the playoff prediction episode.
No, not for Thursday night. I think Thursday night we're good to go.
You mean Friday?
No, we were talking about the Thursday night game.
Oh yeah, the Thursday night game.
I think we're good to move on from that.
I feel like I did.
Okay, go.
Did I? Oh my gosh. Oh no. We have Pang here. And honestly, for this topic that I'm about to bring up, it's
This is not the time to bring up because Payne's going to go put it on Madden
the
tonight.
best time. It's literally the best time.
This is the all white thing.
Does Payne get his own?
Yeah. Pang knows. So, Rashard Mendenhall.
Oh God!
Every other podcast is going viral for this. I'd be stupid to not give us some content for this. We said we might get canceled for this one.
We got to set parameters if we're bringing players up.
Rashard Mendenhall.
To be fair, man, I was doing this shit for a while.
I know you were.
No. Every other podcast has talked about it. Bussin' with the Boys has talked about it. Pat McAfee's talked about it. Everyone's talked about it. If you are going to be butthurt, if you are going to be sensitive, if your thumb is too far up your fucking ass, this might be the opportunity for you to walk the fuck out the chat. With that being said, the chat has been wanting us to talk about this. Rashard Mendenhall tweeted, Team Black versus Team White. He said he's tired of pasty motherfuckers hopping on and talking about football that don't. I agree about that part. I'm going to be the first person to go on record. The first part that Rashard tweeted, I'm with.
If he didn't bring up the race part, then it'd be different.
But then when he brought up Team Black versus Team White, it's fucked up. It's not wrong.
I mean, I'm gonna call him out on that one because I thought that was a little weird. He was talking about like
it was weird, but it happens in every locker room, bro.
But that's like it happens with everybody, right? I mean, there was literally. Did you guys ever catch that like Panthers game where it was just these dudes just going off on the guys when they're doing their praying? They're doing their pre-game praying. Like let's not pretend like this is just like restricted to white guys. That all the guys that were doing that were like African Americans. They were going ham on these poor guys, just making them feel a type of way. So I thought that was a little weird because I'm like, it's everybody's a backseat quarterback or backseat NFL player. It's not pretend like it's limited. And if a 400-pound Asian dude was sitting there telling me football, I'd be like, oh, but you're 400 pounds. None of this shit matters to me either. So like I don't like you're all fucking. It's a little bit messed up. I think Rashard was just feeling a type of way. For no reason.
I mean, he was definitely feeling some type of way. Maybe one too many shots of Hennessy. Yeah. Look,
he has no legs to stand on. He got hit by he fumbled a ball to Clay Matthews. Get the fuck out of here. This guy, I think he is just sour.
His biggest thing on his resume isn't even being a running back; it's being a writer on the cast for Ballers.
Yeah. Yep. Cooper Kupp carrying team receiver. Look, here's how I'll say this. All right. I'm going to give you all the fucking content that y'all want. I don't care. But here's the thing. I'm also the social media personality that doesn't care about being canceled because you can't cancel me. Look, mathematically speaking, and you would hate to open up the bag of all time because then if we go all time, well, then fuck. We can go deeper into our bag. The league is 70%.
I think it's just question.
The league is 70% black.
I think this question was posed at the wrong time, by the way.
The second that we can bring depth into the equation, and as we can rotate, I'm sorry, it doesn't end well. It doesn't end well.
What did you mean by that thing?
This is like after guys like Eric Weddle, Sorensen, and a couple of these other dudes are now out of the league.
That's right.
And that's like, of course, now we have way less dudes. From a guy that's been making the all-white team for like a couple of years, about a decade now. I used to rock Eric Weddle.
The best safety right now is Reed Blankenship.
Yeah, Reed Blankenship.
He would be the starting.
We're down a lot of dudes.
He would be the starting safety right now. Right now.
Look, I think that
got Riley hilarious. Moss now as the new corner.
I think that is hilarious. The way that I'm gonna say it, as someone that played football in the South. look, and we know how serious like we are about that shit. Like we close down fucking corner stores like on a Friday night for high school football.
Yeah.
High school
Mhm.
football. This is a conversation that happens in every locker room, pretty much from like the moment that you enter 7th grade, from like 7th grade on, like, you know, with every it happens. It's been a thing, you know, on football teams when you're building a team. There can be, you know, a lot of talk, a jibber jabber, a lot of animosity. You know, the kid from the other side of town, like this may be their first person. Like, there's a lot of different ways that the conversation gets striked up. This tweet was locker room stuff that got brought out to the public, as to like kind of like how like football players are like behind the scenes. Anyone that's offended by it, anyone that's butthurt by it, relax. It's comedy. If you're offended by it and you grew up in the Dave Chappelle era, I definitely want you to shut the fuck up. Like, I definitely just want you to like just deal with it. But I think that it was hilarious. He baited everyone into it, and it went viral, and it worked. Nothing else to say about it. Like, got everyone to click and play into it, and everyone played into it, and all of Twitter went into an uproar about it. So shout outs to Rashard. That's the way social media goes. That's how you get the social media bag. I guarantee he got paid a lot off of that tweet. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Team Black. One of the conversations I want to get into tonight, and I want to get you guys' take on it. Mike, you and I, we talked about it before we got on air.
Oh, slightly. Yeah. I didn't say anything, but I gave you my finger. I gave you the finger.
Yeah. Last week, Matt Year, he's like, he's got his badge back. What's good? Okay, he bought his badge back, so that does mean don't know how. My man says, fuck that, I'm renewing my badge. I didn't even notice that. Like, now that you're saying that you got your badge back, I didn't even notice that your badge was gone. Like I noticed it, but like I was like, oh, like it's just maybe like a thing. Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What to do? Last week, my Washington Commanders, Ron Rivera tried to save his job. Bench Sam Howell for Jacoby Brissett. Thoughts on the benching last week? We know that Howell's going to maintain his position. We do have Howell in a best ball lineup that is fighting for $3 million fucking dollars. Thanks to Payne, getting Robbie that best ball fix. This is all your fault. What are our thoughts? Is Howell going to be a season winner for fantasy managers out there? Quarterback market has been abysmal. It's the worst stock year ever for quarterbacks. Paying, I'll have you take it away. We'll get into Mike.
So for best ball purposes, I think he's possible to be a league winner, but I feel like not specific to the week.
Redraft.
Not just redraft, but more like he probably won't do shit in week 17. But he's been one of the few surviving quarterbacks this year. And he also played basically every single game this year, which has been great, which is what you needed.
Top 10 QB most of those games.
Yeah, he's what you needed. He may have costed you a game here and there, but he was there. Like, he played. And the season where we're down, I don't know, 12 quarterbacks. I don't know how many quarterbacks we're down at this point, but too many. I think he's been its own league winner. I just don't think he's going to be the guy you need in week 17. He's going against the Niners, and that's rough. But if he, finds a way to rush for 2 touchdowns and throw for 200, it could be good. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yo, he sucked in that movie.
He was young.
Mike, how do you
A long
feel?
time ago.
All right, so I agree with Pang in the sense that he's probably not going to be winning you a league, even in redraft. He could be a complimentary piece, but he's not going to win you because he is playing the Niners in Week 17. But overall, like Pang said, he has been one of those guys that has gotten you there. So that, in that sense, he's already helped you win your chip if you do win next week. The talk around the internet and Twitter and everything about him getting benched last week and everything, that's my issue. My issue isn't
blogs are a bitch right now.
My issue isn't the fact that he got pulled. Yeah, he had a bad game. He got pulled, whatever. He's probably not going to do great in Week 17 because they're playing the Niners. Yes, they're playing the freaking Jets this week, so 16 and 17 are tough. So he's going to be under a microscope even if it's unfair. Robbie, hate to say it, but this team is freaking ready to be blown up. And that's including the head coach. That's including everything. I don't know. We'll get into the EB discussion in the offseason because I have a different opinion about that now than I did earlier in the year, depending on what they do. But the one thing I want to
respect EB so much.
No, I do too.
Yeah, for what he's had to deal with.
I just don't know what they're gonna do with him. That's all I'm saying. Where earlier in the year I would have said for sure if they fired Rivera, he would have been the head coach. Now I don't know if that's a bank. But here's my problem. I don't know if Pang agrees with me on this one or not. I think I know you do. They're going to have a top 10 pick. I think it is a 100% mistake if they use that pick on a quarterback. Period.
Absolutely. So
they should build around what they don't have and still stay with Howell next year. If Howell doesn't perform next year, maybe you rethink about what's going on. But there's way too much on that team to fix that even if you get a quarterback, you're still going to suck. And the Houston Texans did it right by getting Stroud. They're not saying Howell Stroud, but you have Stroud. Then they got Will Anderson. They got other pieces. They got the wide receivers that are working out. Other pieces on that defense are working out. If they do it like that, they'll be fine. Don't go just get a quarterback and fill a spot. There's other teams that went and filled a quarterback. Freaking Carolina, and the rest of the team sucks. And look where they're at. They just gave their first-round pick. They're going to give their maybe number one overall pick to the Chicago Bears because they made the deal giving up their first-round pick for Young. So my main thing with the Howell situation is, yes, he's going to be under a microscope, which might hurt him in that case because they're playing the Jets and the Niners in 16 and 17. But no, the Commanders should not draft a quarterback in next year's draft. I don't care who it is.
Fuck no. So first off, for me, we were going to lose last week's game either way. Commanders fans be like, oh, well, Jacoby Brissett, he tossed for like 124 yards in like 2 quarters. And shut up. That defense had no film. They did not know that the quarterback was going to be switched. Threw him off a game a little bit. It is what it is. Ron Rivera trying to coach for his job, save his job. If you're going to do that, you do that earlier in the year. You didn't do that because Sam Howell was doing well, has been doing well, has been serviceable, has been great. I do believe that there is a standpoint to where fantasy does meet reality. Sam Howell has been letting it spin for you in fantasy, and he's also been letting it spin for us as Commanders fans. Well, when I say us, I mean my fan base. And he's doing very, very well. Exactly. This is where my mind is at.
I would even take one of the defensive guys if you had to, if those two both are gone.
No, bro, I'm completely fine with us building up our offensive line first. The defense is okay.
No, it is. I'm just saying if those two are gone.
But no, with that being stated, all of the graphic designers out there doing these Jaden Daniels coming out of a Washington jersey, graphics and shit. Knock it the fuck off. We need a lineman. We need a lineman. We need to be trying as a fan base. We need to be persuading our leadership to get us a lineman. That should be the only fucking talk coming out of Washington as a fan base. I feel. I don't think that there's personally. I could be wrong. I personally don't think there's a single universe where Sam Howell is not the answer to our future problems and can get us to. I think Sam Howell can absolutely get us to a Super Bowl. Give him a line. Give him a line. What that kid has shown me this year, get him a line. Let him stand up straight. Let him not be the most sacked quarterback in the National fucking Football League. Oh, that kid can probably go out there and win some games. That kid can stand up and be accurate. When I look at his turnovers, a lot of them are as being hit as he's throwing because he has no time. Kid makes plays, and he makes plays on his legs as well, too. The kid can rush. I love all the tangibles with Sam Howell. I think we found our guy. To bench him last week was stupid. Let's not even play with this kid's confidence. This is the leader. This leader of the team. I think that we keep EB, and I think EB should be the head coach. I'm sticking by that take that I said at the very beginning of the year. And let's stop making dumb decisions as an organization. Let's go out there and win some fucking football games next year. We have 5 picks in the first round. We have the second highest salary cap heading into the year. Let's go make some splashes. Let's go make some plays. Let's bring some top talent to DC, and let's win games. And let's move the team to Northern Virginia.
Now, I agree with you about EB. I'm just afraid that's not what you guys are going to do. That's what I'm afraid of.
Oh, I mean,
I'm okay with Bieniemy. I do think he needs to get a head coaching job at some point. I just don't know if it's the Commanders is the right fit. I think he needs a different team.
For what?
I like his attitude, being part of the new build, being part of the new mold. Yeah, I think that we can beat the Jets, Matt. I think that we can beat the Jets. I would take us on the spread at least. It's the fucking Jets at the end of the day. That defense is great. Everything else about them isn't. And Sam Howell's going to come out and be pissed off about the benching. So, yeah, I expect Sam Howell to snap. From the best ball standpoint, the Week 17 correlation would be that Washington's already out of the situation at this point. I don't think it works out well for best ball, but, I mean, we have Howell in our best ball lineup, so we need Howell to go the fuck off. Last 2 games, lay it all on the line. That's what you're hoping for. That you're really hoping that it's just fuck it, balls to the wall. We're going to go for it. We're going to gun for it when it comes to having Sam Howell. There's not a whole lot of quarterbacks left that you can really be trusting. Likely you're going to be winning your league with the Bailey Zappi, a Joe Flacco. So yeah, it's pretty competitive that Sam Howell will be a league winner.
Yeah,
by default.
I think that there needs to be a coordinator change on that team. I also think the wide receivers they have don't fit what Howell's trying to do. As much as I think Terry McLaurin's just like this beast of a man, I just don't think he fits what Howell does well. It's kind of like, and I'm going to use like Tua as a good example of this. Like when Tua used to have like Parker and the taller guys like Preston Williams, all those types, Mike Gesicki, he wasn't particularly good with those guys. You know, Ryan Fitzpatrick was amazing with those guys. Howell seems to like do really well with like Curtis Samuel. I think he needs more slot, more in-breaking routes. There's a lot of vertical routes going on that team and a lot of big guy plays when they should be more dinky-dunky. Like I love Brian Robinson, but maybe they need more Gibson in there or like more slightly. He throws short. You know, I think he's more comfortable in that range. You know, like Purdy is good in a certain range. Purdy leans on certain guys. I think guys like Samuel, et cetera, would be a better fit for.
I think the game is going towards that more so, anyways.
Yeah, but the way they play though, it's like Terry's just running straight. You know, Jahan Dotson's always deep. It's like it's weird. And I think that's what sets up Hal for failure. So when people point to Hal being bad and being like, see what Jacoby did? Well, it's like, well, this is literally just Tua and Ryan Fitzpatrick all over again. It's a guy that likes to go deep and one guy who just doesn't. Because, and to be fair, Jahan Dotson hasn't been that great anyways to begin with. But like you put those together, I think it's a misalignment. So I think this team needs a lot, but it's not the straight up players for it. It's the scheming that fits the players, that fits their quarterback. It's going to be interesting though. But I do think Hal is your guys' guy. If you guys have top picks, you don't have a quarterback. You guys have a quarterback, but you guys need that O-line help so bad.
Yeah,
a lot of teams do.
I think before we can lay too heavy of indictments on anything, the line has to be suited first. Excuse me. Once the line is more built up, then I think that we can. It will give us the ability to where harsher takes can be presented, or either more like, okay, like this was like this is going in a positive direction. But by any means, be harsh on this team. Social media, be harsh on this team. Chat, be harsh on this team. Make this team make the right decisions. Influence front office to make the right decision. I think that we're starting right. Last year was the first step. New ownership, new quarterback, new OC. That OC could be a head coach. I think that he's a great fit for Washington, despite paying what you said. I think he's a great fit. So we'll see. And I do like the addition of Chris Rodriguez in the backfield, but I could see that becoming a Keith Marshall situation real quick.
It's probably more of a scheme issue, man. Probably more. You probably need more in-breaking routes, more digs, more stuff like that. But there's a lot of like going deep. I think that's been the problem right now for the Commanders. You can't go deep when your O-line's bad. There's no misdirection on this team either.
And we need to be able to unlock 12 personnel. I think unlocking those jumbo sets will be able to make us a much better team.
Do you think Cole Turner's the future?
I think he needs to go to tight end U this offseason.
Which very well could be. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think he could be for fantasy? Do you think he could be a 12 to 16 kind of guy?
I like him in Dynasty. I want to see what happens in regards to Cole Turner and just Washington in regards to like the tight end position. I want to see what happens during the offseason. I do think that we go and get a tight end maybe in like later rounds, try and develop them. What we all do as like content creators and shit like influences things. I want to see some of those offseason workouts. I want to see what happens. I want to see what he learns when he's out there training with Kittle, Laporta, Hawkinson, like all those other guys at TEU, Kelsey. And I want to see what happens from there and what develops. Turner doesn't get utilized enough, and we don't know enough about Turner aside from college film, and I don't think that's enough to jump out.
No,
jump out your seat for. So I want to get to know the player more before I develop a full take.
Agreed.
We have 15 minutes till halftime. I want to talk about the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
I want to talk about Ben Johnson. All right, so like just for preference, Ben Johnson, rumor is he's requesting $15 million for a head coaching position. Now, of course, you have the likes of Belichick, Peyton, so on and so forth, getting upwards of north of 18 plus. What are our thoughts on Ben Johnson, Mike? I'll let you start.
I want to live in a penthouse in frickin' the city that I live in too, but we don't have them. You're not getting $15 million. You're freaking unproven. Prove yourself first. The guys that you mentioned have what? They got rings.
There are 8 coaches. There are 8 coaches within the realm of the same salary that all have rings. I'm sorry. I believe it's 6. I think I stand corrected. I believe it's 6. I'm sorry.
Okay, don't get me wrong. Ben Johnson has done something for this offense. But you know who has earned the cred for this team, I'm going to bite your kneecaps off Dan Campbell, not Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson does he deserve a head coaching gig? Yes.
Yes.
Does he deserve one over some of the guys that have one now? Yes. Does he deserve that much money? No. Does he deserve a 6-year deal like freaking they gave freaking Campbell? No. Get a 4-year deal. Go to a team that needs somebody. Go to Carolina. There's going to be teams. I mean, there's going to be more teams that don't have a coach now. I mean, Raiders don't have a coach now, but there's going to be like 6 or 7 teams that
Carolina's not a desirable job in my opinion.
I know it's not, but that's what I'm. But the problem is, you're going to
I
who's going to take
disagree.
it?
I would want Carolina. Their cap I think was pretty decent. They have a young quarterback.
Do you want to work for Tepper?
They have a pretty. I mean, fuck. If he's paying me $15 million, I'll blow Tepper. I don't give a fuck. I care. I'll blow him in the back of a parking lot. I don't give a shit for $15 million. I'm gonna win you some games on and off the field, kind of thing. like
Paying's back.
Paying's back. I was waiting for it.
But I would want Carolina. You got Bryce Young.
Malcolm, much
young
love,
enough.
brother. Yo, let's take a shot. Let's take a shot for homie Malcolm, man. He is doing big things. Hey, my man's just. I see you doing things in the college world, bro. I think HBCU grad, right? Hey, big ups, brother. Much love. Cheers to me. Cheers to me. Cheers to you all. The Rumboyz and girls. What to do? Dilly dilly. Let's go. Continue paying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I would want that. You got a nice D line. You got Derek Brown out there and stuff doing some work. You got a pretty good corners. You got the pieces. It's not the worst roster, right? I forgot which roster is just dead at cap right now. Forgot. We were talking about it last.
Is it still the Saints?
It was basically,
Is it still the Saints?
It might be the Saints. They're just broke. They're just a really
Saints
broke
are
team.
broke. Saints were broke going into this year.
Panthers, they could buy T. Higgins. They got Bryce Young. They have all these things that could go for them. I mean, they don't have their first round pick, sure, but that's okay. You have a young quarterback. That's all you need to start off with some of the pieces you currently do. So I would take that job. And yeah, and $15 million, it's outrageous, but we're paying like 12 to MVS. Who gives a shit?
Here's the thing. There is one defense.
Don't bring my team into it.
One defense only. There is one defense and one defense only. As to if I'm Ben Johnson, then I'm requesting $15 million. And my whole excuse is, hey, listen. Papi, I got, the Detroit Lions, double-digit win season. Last time that happened, black people had to come through the back door to eat at the diner. So give me my money. That look. That is some clout chasing shit. I would so chase that clout. I took the Detroit Lions, Football Lions, and I made them a powerhouse. You have to pay me for that.
There's a lot of bad coaches.
But that's my point, Robbie. I don't think he made them.
No, I agree with that too.
That's my issue.
But that's not what they're gonna see.
I know, but that is my issue. Campbell.
So we last topic we were talking about Washington. It's not a McVay or a LaFleur in Washington situation. If the Lions were to lose Ben Johnson, I think the Lions were to still be the Lions come next year. We have a fantasy question.
I'll say McDaniels got paid $15 million, so it doesn't bother me any.
Yeah. Vito asks, should I start Cleveland over Denver? It seems Cleveland versus a banged-up Texas team with the backup QB of Case Keenum is a better option than Denver bad against the run. This is a situation where I feel like you are fine either way.
I would go with Cleveland.
I would go with Cleveland.
But it's close.
But sneakily just grab them. So make sure grab them in the dark of the night while the rest of your league is fucking passed out. So then when they wake up and they see what you've done, they're like, oh, it's done right here. Oh no. Like, if you're on East Coast time, right now would be a good time to pull that trigger. Right now would be a good time to pull that trigger if you're on East Coast time. Just for the mental aspect of the game. I want you to toy with your league mates. I want you to make your league mates quiver in their boots, Vito. I want you to make your league mates
here's a question.
at the end of the season have to drop down to their knees and praise you as the greatest fantasy football player ever. And I want them to do it all because you dropped this one question into the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. What's up, Mike?
I'm gonna hold on. I want to make sure of something.
How to get
Because
that?
I'm also thinking future.
Oh, you're being
Good.
toxic with your next pick, huh? Gonna be toxic with the next thing you say. You said I'm thinking future.
No, hold on real quick. I just want to get it up, bro.
Yeah, Carolina tickets are down bad.
So in here, oh no, I'm gonna take Cleveland for two reasons. One, you play Houston, who's dinged up, and then you keep them for next week because they play the Jets in championship week.
Where the Jets aren't going to care at all in championship week because they're already out.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. The Browns are going. The Browns defense will demolish the Jets last week. That's what I'm saying.
You get the luxury of having them on back-to-back weeks with a team that's just going to lay down and take it. I like it.
That's what I'm saying.
I like it. No, I like it. I like it. I like it. Going into Ben Johnson really quick with the whole, 15 milli. 15 milli's a steep price for a head coach. I know that there's something that Washington could afford. Coming from the guy that has a TikTok cooking up on the editing floor right now as to what I want Washington to do with their next head coaching decision, this just now adds more to what I'm gonna have to do on the editing room floor. Shout to Peg again. Be like, yo, like edit your shit, bro. I'm for real. It works. No, like it boosts up the views. I have something I've been working on. This adds to it. I'll give you guys a teaser. 15 milli, Ben Johnson, Washington. I'm with the shits. I'm 100% completely with the shits. I like that over a Belichick move. The only other move that I like aside from that is a John Harbaugh, but that's more so my marketing mind getting into the fact of like, oh my gosh, we're going to attract seats, like, type of deal. The coaching carousel is very unique this offseason. It's something to monitor very, very, very closely because it's also going to dictate a lot of how these young guys that we're viewing coming out of college, how they're going to land and what systems that are going to fit best for them as we get ready to predict them in Dynasty and Devy and so on and so forth. So Ben Johnson, 15 milli, steep price. There's a couple of organizations that are dumb enough to do it, and my franchise is one that'll do it.
Spanos is one of them.
Fuck you, Spanos.
Because he's an idiot.
Why did you even bring up his name before we get into halftime, bro?
I'm just saying he's one. Well, oh shush.
No, because now I'm gonna take a drink for fucking you saying Spanos. Like, I just don't.
I'll say it 6 times if you take 6 shots.
All right, remember? All right.
I won't say it.
Speaking of 6 shots, all right. There's a fantasy football personality. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a hot minute. By the name of D's Nuts, and this man came on a marathon and did a 6-shooter. Wildest fucking social media clip I've ever seen in my life. Craziest shit that I've ever seen in my life. Did it while I was on fucking camera with them. I was like, and all I could do was just sit there and just be flabbergasted. I don't think I could get away with a 6-shooter. If I did a 6-shooter on stream, that would end the stream right there. That would be the whole stream. That would be the whole stream. Gotta pace yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I was Air Force. I wasn't a Marine like this guy down here. Look at his
I didn't
face.
drink a lot. I did not drink at all in the military. Barely.
You still don't.
No, I don't. My
which
buddies
is
in the
good.
military do though, like wild.
Which is good, bro. You're, by the way, not trying to have like this moment on stream, but your traps are looking pretty nice. You've been lifting?
My what?
Your traps are looking
Yeah,
pretty
right.
nice, you know?
The traps. Stupid.
His traps look the same.
No,
His traps look like they did 6 months ago.
Hi, Daddy.
Daddies. Thanks, Daddy. No, I just been moving. Actually, it's my new place, so it's kind of cool.
Are you still in town or are you outside of town?
Is it
now?
cool like Young Way?
I'm outside of town now. I'm in Sac now.
You're in Sac? Oh Lord.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been moving. It's actually I've been hella busy this year. Really busy. That's why I haven't actually been streaming.
I just didn't know where you were moving to.
Yeah, I'm
really
Sac
quick.
now.
Pittsburgh D or Cincinnati, or Pittsburgh D versus Cincinnati, or Denver D? It's Denver.
Denver D.
It's
I'd rather have Denver D. I think Pittsburgh D, dick.
Yeah, he has a Green Ranger helmet.
I didn't.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
The Green Ranger is the best Power Ranger ever.
Oh, and he's got a lot more. He has a lot more that are in those boxes in the back.
Hold on.
He has a lot more stuff.
Green Ranger's the best. Green Ranger's the best Power Ranger ever. I'm gonna nerd out really quick. Green Ranger's the best Power Ranger ever.
R.I.P. By the way.
R.I.P. JDF.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna drop some quick.
It's the same guy though.
Exactly, it's the same guy. But it's different arcs. It's different arcs and it's different storylines. It's different arcs and it's different storylines. Yeah. The Joker is the best Batman villain of all time. Non-refutable.
That's
non-refutable. I got another one for y'all. And I'm trying to think of which way nerdy direction I want to go. Harry Potter could fuck up Darth Vader in a fight. Harry Potter.
Are you referencing my Darth Vader back there?
I'm not, but I'm an HP fan. I'm a Star Wars and I'm an HP fan. And honestly, that's a fight that I want to see.
Let me see.
That's a fight that I want to see. So, like, as some nerd shit, I'm just putting it out there. During chat or during halftime, I want y'all to think about it. Just saying. What is blood yapping about? I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. It's my stream. Bro, if I could have a fucking Hunger Games of all fictional characters, like Superman's not invited and Goku's not invited. It has to be like fictional characters that can actually like fight. Bro, that'd be crazy. It can't be anyone that would automatically win it. Exactly. Thank you. The Force can only reach so far, bro. Just saying. Shout out to all my Sifs out there. We're gonna get into halftime. I love how I just yapped for like 2 minutes to make it right at that mark. Right at that. That was crazy. This shot is for the Spanos family. I know that my team has been in peril. But ladies and gentlemen, if you know a Chargers fan, wrap them up this close, very close this holiday season, and let them know that everything will probably not be okay. Put a bow on that hug as well. And if you are part of the Spanos family, just know the Rumboyz Fantasy Network is highly disappointed in you every day, forever and ever. I'm just ranting. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboys and girls, what it do. Halftime, baby. Tacos coming up on the other side of the show.
Great.
You don't have to worry, it's my time right now, cause the boy about to blow up. They gon' pay me before I show up. Why you hating? You don't know us. Never make it what they told us. But we don't listen to haters, we just keep.
Hop out in Miami when no land, ain't got no understanding. Out of here, I'm burning, no turn me on, you can't understand. In the club, posted up, they lit up, no matter where I'm standing. Drop CLD for the Cuban link, yeah, you see it there. Might spaz out on some taller shit, no on zero tolerance. Money conversations ain't hard to relate, it's hollering. See my net, they acknowledge it, good friend, go.
Just stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. Just stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. See, life's kinda funny. You stick to the road to the riches and hope you don't crash like some dummy. To get to this money, you cut every piece of the pie to find out you sliced into an onion. Now let's change the subject. These niggas who think they got something, but actually they end up with nothing. It's getting disgusting. I'm tired of the fucking assumptions. I'm about to blow up like a Russian, so stick to the plan. When you lose it, gotta get it again. Keep it moving, never stick in the sand. Even with tired, like Michelin man, shit, I know I'm the man, so I don't give a damn about opinions. I'm racking up millions, you stacking up pennies. She throwing it back in the back of the venue. Now we taking off in her man and his feelings. Now back to the business. Back to the lab with my niggas. Actually back doing laps in the trenches. It's my second home. I ain't have to go visit. I stay resident, embedded to live in the life of a nigga. By day we just niggas. At night we the victim. The life of go get 'em, so I'ma go get it. I stick to my plan and I stay on my mission. A plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. Just stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. So this is my message. Sometimes you just living in life, be an actor. Don't try to direct it. Now let's change directions. It's like that we live full of lessons. Don't count chickens, start counting blessings before they go missing. I promise you, I'm on a mission. I want something, I'ma go get it. No hidden intentions. I open my eyes, saw my vision. Now everyone see that I'm gifted. I'm rapping like Christmas. You niggas just under a tree. I'm smoking it, not metaphorically. I'm smoking no tree. No one's smoking on me. So when I say you're under it, no, that means me. I'm a poet MC and I'm living my dream. Hoping that hopefully you see the hope in me. And if you don't, fuck it, cause I'm all I need. Keep my ear to the game and my mind to the streets. I'm a beast. Stick to the plan. Stick to the number one mission at hand. Stay true to yourself and give your life meaning. And fuck their opinions, they won't understand. To get to the top, gotta give all you got. Only getting one shot, so give up or not until your heart stops. Gotta stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. Just stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the plot. Hey, stick to the script. Sometimes you get what you get, so don't try to go and chase shit. Just stick to the
What up, chat? Hold on, come here. Orion's officially taking over the show.
Oh snap! You got a dog?
Yeah, I've been had a dog. What do you mean? Who the fuck else? When I say I'm letting out the dog, who do you think I'm letting out?
I didn't even notice you got a dog.
Nigga, I've been had a dog.
Since when? It's not the start of the season.
Bro, I've had a dog for like a year.
What?
Yeah, bro. He's had a dog.
Jesus.
Say hi. He was here last stream. Or not last stream, but he was here last week. Get out of my chair. You want to cheer with me? Come here, son. Yeah.
Stick to the plot.
We stick to the plot. Yeah.
Stick to the plot. Yeah.
Bro, so when my man's opened up for Hobson, he opened up for Hobson like 2 months ago. And when he performed that song, like the crowd snapped. He wants to go out. Give me 1 second. Let me let him out of my room. Like, but yo, like that, like the whole crowd, like we were backstage and like Hop was like, damn. He's like, damn. He's like, homie's gonna be ill. He's like, homie's like on a rise right now. Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'll tell you. Like some of the tracks I'm scouting for this year's Super Bowl, like the tracks I'm bringing out, like the new tracks I'm bringing out for 2024 are just gonna be fire. Like are just gonna be bangers, like banger after banger. I'm bringing a lot of Southern flavor this year. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that works out. We're bringing some drill. We're gonna bring some drill. We're gonna bring some NY drill, actually. So, we'll be having that popping off. I'm excited for what we're doing for music this year, and like just keeping the culture of sports and music being one and the same and being whole. I think that's something that our channel can hang our hats on because no one else does it. No one else gives a fuck. Speaking of things that people probably don't give a fuck about, Taco's here.
Yeah.
Listen,
what's good, motherfucker?
Listen, if Sam Howell delivers, I don't really give a fuck what you call me right now,
bro. If Sam Howell delivers, you and I, hey, Taco, pull up.
I'm not really liking the situation that I'm in.
Hey,
all my fucking eggs are in the Sam Howell basket.
The problem is he's playing the Niners.
Pull up. Hey, pull up. Pull something real quick.
Oh, I got a little something. I'm mixing red and green. You hear me?
Pull up. Hey, you ready?
You doing it sweet.
Cheers to me. Cheers to you. 3 milli. Here we come. What it do? Dilly.
Like I said,
we built that lineup together. Pang is the one. So like when I said earlier, I was like, yeah,
I use promo code PANG for all my fucking things. True story.
You got paid early.
For all your OnlyFans needs.
That's how I got on, baby. And now, like crack, I'm addicted. Like,
like we can literally go back. We can go back in the Rumboyz files. So like this motherfucker Taco texts me, right? And he's like, yo, you got a promo code? And I was like, and Pang was like, Pang literally goes in his message, he's like, here's my promo code. He's like, but like, keep it with us, like, you know, type of vibe. So then I was like, well, wait, keep it with us didn't necessarily just mean me and you. It just meant Rumboyz, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I shared the fucking code with Taco. And now off of that one code. But look, here's the thing. Like, this is why you support your favorite content creators. Paying one of my favorites. You support them because you don't know what that promo code is going to fucking lead to. That promo code has us as an opportunity towards 3 million. I don't care about anything else. How many YouTube channels do you know that are in that fucking pool right now?
I mean, how many entries you got, Paying? Like 2, I think I saw.
I have 2 left, yeah.
Yeah, same here. Only difference, I got Sam fucking Howell as my QB on both teams.
I lost that.
Both teams? What the fuck?
I lost out last week. But I'm proud of the fact that like I even made it to the dance.
Is he your only quarterback left, Taco?
I got Bryce Young in the one with Robbie. I forgot who I got Sam Howell with in the other one. I know that I think it's like Kirk Cousins.
You got Sam Howell and Kenny.
Yeah, we got Sam Howell, Kenny, and Bryce Young in that
gross.
one.
Oh,
it's absolutely disgusting. It's just like I feel so uneasy. And the tight ends are Higbee and Moose.
Hey, y'all remember right before Tyson bit off the fucking ear? Tyson was fucking.
Our saving grace is we got James Cook and CMC. And them motherfuckers went off.
Right now, best ball mania right now, I swear to God, is fucking Tyson against the ropes.
And then we had T. Higgins, Jordan Addison, and Terry McLaurin. We hit all those mid-wide receivers that sucked all year. They said, "Hey, we're here." I'm like, okay, good to know. Terry McLaurin, you're back. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Hey, listen, chat.
Listen, if Sam Howell and fucking Terry McLaurin go off, it's very likely we fucking. If they don't, just fucking, I'm gonna cry because it's to the fucking Jets. Like it's like gonna be on fucking TV for me. I'm gonna watch this fucking debacle in my face.
Yeah, let's go. Yes, we can see you. We can see. Oh,
I do have one. What is those Chihuahuas with golf? That I feel comfortable with.
Real men were running Derek Carr like I was. I have a buttload of Derek Carr. He survives. He plays injured.
Speaking of things that we don't give a shit about, I want to bring up some pop.
Bro,
I want to bring up some like some shit that shocked.
This shit is like so fucking ridiculous.
The NFL pop culture world got affected by this. We have Taco on stream, so Taco, I'm gonna let you start. What happened with Tommy DeVito and his agent, bro? Like the Sopranos episode that we were all enjoying ended so quick over a fucking pizzeria.
I mean, to be honest with you, when I heard about it, I laughed because I mean, when you think about it, the agent was becoming almost as big as the player. Like, when the fuck do you see that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're Scott Boras, like everything was happening for this guy at once, and just I don't know,
betrayal of all time.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm just I'm happy that the kid's moving on because maybe he could try to focus more on football and less on, you know, the fact that he's Italian. Like it's nice that he's Italian. It's a great story that it's Italian, but you know, I think that I think that Al Michaels had it best. You can't make the sideshow the main story. Like, you know what I mean? The main story is this is an undrafted kid that's playing football, that had the team winning games, that was showing some capabilities. And now instead of talking about that, everyone's talking about, oh, he's Italian. And when you think about it from a future perspective of your career, that's not what you want. I need you to be talking about my highlights, not about me eating chicken fucking cutlets and ranking them 1 to 5 with Quiggy or whatever you want to put me, Soprano highlights. I don't really give a fuck. Why don't you show the top 5 highlights of me throwing my football?
Here's where his agent gets off, though. Yo, it's hot right now. It's spicy. It's a real fucking thing. So, like, you know,
he went to the Italian Sports Hall of Fame. What the fuck is that? How the fuck did that happen? And just right when this dude comes up, like, it's just like, what kind of greasing of the wheel is going on here?
He was taking the spotlight.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna deny that.
Like, really, my man was said, I get the cannoli stuffed first. You know what I mean? I want them nice and fresh.
Hey, really quick, Ayo Payne, can I get you to go? Blah, 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 blah.
What the fuck am I doing that for?
It's a song called Peaches and Eggplants. It was the hottest song of the summer in 2023.
Peaches,
heard of it? How is it hot? None of us have heard it.
If you have, I can get it from like Joe. It was so hot. Joe Rogan was like, I heard this song. Yo.
I mean, it's an emoji culture. It's more for the TikTok, you know, generation, which Robbie finds himself, you know, in between, I guess. Just, I think we listen to a little bit more reputable, musicians, as they say.
Stop it. Hey, yo, that song
A little bit more reputable.
That song smack. That's if I
if you're smacked.
If I go out after the stream right here, yes. Like
that's more of an indictment on your community than it is anything.
You're a dick. Rashard Mendenhall would appreciate your take though. Somewhere Rashard Mendenhall is like, go get.
Bro, I'm loving all those fucking videos on that. And how do you handle the mixed babies is the best. That is the best. I just start rolling.
You gotta put them somewhere.
Say it if they can't say it. Like, how does that go? Like,
Let's just make it a third team.
I mean, you would put Taylor Rapp on the white team, right? The dude's white Asian.
Yeah, he'd be on the white team.
Yeah, he'd be on the white team. So they got like 2 sex safeties now.
We got Blankenship and Rapp.
Like that, and that's where the problem comes.
Hey, let me stop us from getting
Harrison Smith.
Let me stop us from getting unhinged. I want to talk about 2 teams. I want to make content. Hey, yo, chat.
I don't know what we've been doing, but I think
I'm gonna give y'all some shit to clip.
Ooh.
I want to talk about, like, we're always positive, right?
This doesn't sound good.
No, it's not.
Coaches love us, players love us, sources love us, beat reporters love Rumboyz.
Eli Apple loves us.
Love the DM Robbie and be like, here's what's up. I want to be spicy. I want to be caliente. See, papi. Hey, Taco, can I get a dale from the bottom box?
Dale.
Dale. Hey, yo, listen. Who chokes first? NFC edition. I want to put 2 fucking fan bases against each other. Dallas, the current 2 seed. 49ers, the current 1 seed. Who chokes first? Everybody talks about these 2 teams choking. I'm gonna leave next week to give. I'm gonna leave the end of the regular season. Regular season, we'll do Super Bowl predictions. I'm giving everyone that last opportunity. So this is your opportunity to just talk some shit about the playoff picture right now. 49ers, Cowboys, who chokes first?
Taco.
Well, that's pretty fucking obvious. I mean, the Cowboys are known for choking.
Fuck Dallas, bitch.
They're like the fucking, made for it. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, Dallas Cowboys, like, you need to make sure you have trained Heimlich professionals around at all times because you never know when they're going to just start choking. Just randomly out of nowhere. You think everything's all good and it's you start choking. I'm just not sold, especially after that game with the Bills last week. Like, Jesus Christ. They came out and said, this is the team that you guys are holding up so high. Us lowly Bills will come in here and mop them. They said that we might not make the playoffs, and this is a Super Bowl team? Get the fuck out of
here.
So I think this game versus the Cowboys, and Cowboys and Dolphins is going to be really good. It's going to be a good test for both of those teams because they're both kind of like, are you real? Like, they're like are they all smoke and mirrors, or is there some substance behind that? And that game is going to be very interesting to see how they play it. If it's a close game, if one team can get out, if the Cowboys defense can actually hold up against these wide receivers from the Cowboys. From the Dolphins. So it's going to be a very interesting game, I think. 49ers, I'm a full believer. I think that they're going to be the team
Dak
coming
is
out of
not
the
a
NFC.
fucking MVP. Stop it.
I don't even think that you can call Purdy the MVP. Let's be honest. The MVP is CMC.
We saw this team without Purdy and they weren't shit.
Without CMC, that whole thing doesn't go the way it goes.
Don't ruin your
CMC is the heart and soul. He is the most valuable person on that team. Let's be honest. If there was no CMC, everything looks completely different.
Taco said something smart.
Why the fuck do I work like?
Because Taco's right.
Yeah.
I'll fight him right now, bro.
At the end of the day, like I said,
your box right now.
Wait, listen. Listen, I got Goku right there and Spider-Man. You know what I mean? I'm good. And the White Ranger. You see that? The best Power Ranger? The White Ranger?
Say something again. I'm gonna start.
White Ranger. White Ranger.
You better start swinging.
White Ranger. White Ranger, go. White Ranger, go. Go, Tommy. Take care of my light work.
Punch up. Punch up. 3, 2, 1, go.
Take care of that light work. Take care of that light work.
No, you didn't do it.
Take care of that, baby.
Fuck you.
But I am done from there.
Your take, Pain. I'm gonna drop kick him.
I hate to say it, but I think my Dolphins are gonna choke. You guys said to Dallas. I said Dolphins. Our O-line is dead, dude. Our O-line is dead as hell.
Waddle goes off.
I can't even do the wrestling move I was about to do. I was about to do a whole fucking wrestling move.
I mean, if you like, so if you look at our roster, we have, we actually have 5 starting caliber linemen, right? You got Teron Armstead, Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, Austin Jackson, who's gotten a little bit better through the years, right? And I forget who our right guard is. Left guard's, I think, Hunt. But all of them have never been on the field like together, I think, all season. I think they think there's like been a 14 different lineup rotation we've had to run. Connor's out for the season. Robert Hunt hasn't come back. Austin Jackson got hurt last week. Teron Armstead's played like 5 games this year. We're going to face a team that's not going to bite into the misdirection at some point in the playoffs, and we're just going to get crushed. And I think that's where, Jalen Phillips, I wasn't even talking about the defense, but if you want to get on the defense, it's a whole new thing. But O-line wise, and someone was arguing me about this on like TikTok about like how we have a top 5 O-line because we allow the least amount of pressures and whatever. And we have a high 5.1 yards per carry, which was like pretty funny when you think about it, because we throw nothing but screens, we throw play actions and all these stuff. But like, I think when we get to a good team, it's going to be so problematic. And I mean, Leafs, you're right. Like I am, but I am because I face the team's facts, man. Like I face the facts when I look at like screens are. Of course, we have least pressures. We throw 1,000 screens. Of course, we have least high yards per carry. Raheem Mostert sees 8 in the box. I think 14% of the time. He's the bottom 32 running back in fucking yards and facing 8 man in the box. Like I'm not surprised he's doing well. So it's just a lot of these little things. And I look at my team and I just go, fuck, we lost to the Titans because our O-line took a hit out of nowhere, which happens all the time. And then they got murdered. Right. And then, yes, we beat the Jets. But like, once again, it's the freaking Jets. Come on, guys. Like, so when we get to the playoffs, if Tua makes it, into the next rounds, I think we make 1, maybe 2. We go, it's going to be bad. I think this Dallas game is going to really show if we can kind of sustain. That's about that throws me off right there. So anyways, that's it. Yeah, I had hella arguments against me about our O-line. And I'm like, dude, they've never been on the field together. Like, it's freaking wild to me. Anyways, but yeah, so I think our team scares the crap out of me when we go against a good defensive line and a good secondary.
Y'all want to know what the fuck, like who I think it might choke? I know I was going to keep it NFC edition, but for the AFC, who I got choking, ladies and gentlemen.
You said NFC. That was my bad. I said AFC.
I got the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm back and
I'm
gonna people elbow you, you little punk ass bitch.
So I guess we call this virtual physical comedy. Like,
hey,
you guys are pioneering a new genre here. Is that what's going on?
No one else has fought each other virtually.
Hey, I'm hitting you with the bat like you're a Giants fan.
Oh.
Listen.
All right, so I think everyone's wrong. Because
to suck the town out of Kelsey.
I mean, she did give him a hickey.
Yep.
Okay, so first I want to give Taco some credit because he actually spit something smart tonight, and that is CMC should be the real MVP. He won't get it, Taco. We know that, but he should. So I understand that. I don't think the Niners choke, and I don't think the Cowboys choke. Here's why. I think the Cowboys win the division. I think the Cowboys get to a point where they're maxed out and lose before the Super Bowl.
Cowboys choke.
That doesn't mean they choke, in my opinion. They choke if they do it before. I don't think they're going to choke. I just think they're going to get to their max potential and then lose. So I don't think either team's going to choke. I just don't think that. I think the Niners are going to get further. If the Cowboys were to lose to, say, Tampa or whoever wins that goddamn division, then yeah, they choke. But I don't think they're going to have to because I think they're going to. I think there's a good chance they're the ones that are going to win the division. Now, there's a chance they win the division, and if they win the division, I don't think either one chokes. If they don't win the division, they could, depending on matchup. That's what I mean by they're not going to choke. Are they going to get all the way? No. But I think they just max out as their potential.
So you don't think they're a Super Bowl team, is what you're saying?
Exactly. That's exactly.
You don't think they're an NFC Championship team, is what you're saying?
And I don't think they're going to win on the road, and they're going to have to win on the road to get to the title.
So all you're saying is that you think they're inferior to the 49ers, therefore they will not be considered a choke. What a cop out.
No, it's not. It's the truth.
It's like you're going around.
Dallas Cowboys. Listen. At some point, every year has to be your fucking year.
Well, it's every year for them.
Dallas, every year is your year. And it's not happening. You're too delusional. I 100% think that the 49ers steamroll this bitch. That roster can't be stopped. That personnel grouping can't be stopped. They have depth every fucking where. Except that quarterback. You only worry about the 49ers is if Brock Purdy gets hurt. And I'm sorry, as long as Brock Purdy is healthy, you cannot stop this team.
Okay, let me ask you a question because I'm going to ask this for Taco. Cowboys versus Niners without Brock. You don't think it's the same part? You don't think it's close to the same?
Cowboys beat the Niners without Brock.
No, hold on. But I'm saying Cowboys against Niners without Brock, to me and to Taco, I think, is going to be about the exact same outcome with Purdy or without CMC. If you were to take CMC out and keep Purdy, I still think the Cowboys possibly beat the Niners.
Yo, this comment with the solo Robbie just needs like a halo over my head. like that has to be like the automatic still image right there. I'm with Mike on that.
I don't know. I think that without CMC, they probably lose. Without Purdy, I mean, I don't know. You could win with just CMC.
No, because in their passing game, their passing game just becomes more potent. Like, here's the thing:
you're probably right.
We saw this team in the middle of the season. This team at their worst.
Look what happened to them last year.
This team at their worst.
You're right.
Hold on, this team at their worst this season had to be without Debo, Trent Williams, and Purdy all at the same time.
That's one guy you can't be without.
Trent.
Trent Williams comes
Trent
out
is
this whole.
special.
Now you're telling me I'm
Trent
skewing some
Williams is all
Cowboys way.
22. Trent Williams is all 22, bro. Trent Williams is PFF all 22, baby. You know, bro. Look, I'm sorry, but the 49ers are.
That's what happens when you have the cheapest fucking quarterback in the league.
I want to see.
That's
Give me
fucking true.
NFC championship. Give me NFC championship. I haven't. This isn't official. It's not official until TikTok sees me do the dance or the playoffs. Until TikTok sees me do my shit, nothing is locked in. Man. Once I do what I did last year for last year's Super Bowl, Mike, you remember? Hey, you remember? Taco, you remember? Once it's posted, it is what it is. Yeah. And I live and die by my sword. I'm probably one of the only analysts that won't backtrack. Like, yeah, I said that. Yeah, I did that.
So you doing a video? You get fucking.
I'll say it. I admit it. I said the Chicago Bears were going to win the division this year. I was wrong.
Hey, you also thought that Trevor Lawrence was going to be a top 12 quarterback.
I feel like when it's in a short, it becomes official. Yeah. Like what you say on live is what you say on live.
No.
Trevor Lawrence was trending bad very early.
When it's in a short, like when it's in a short, oh fuck. Like everyone has seen it. Like the algorithm makes sure that everyone sees it. You know. So,
but I mean, there's layup takes, and then there's actual takes where you're kind of like on a ledge.
My actual take. Niners, Lions. That's what I want to see. Give me those two at the bottom, at the end. I want to see David versus Goliath.
I want to see the Eagles get their shit together. That's what I want to see.
Fuck
y'all are way too good for this shit.
No, they're not that good. If they were good, wouldn't be adding players every fucking 2 weeks.
Something's wrong.
No,
their play calling's wrong.
Something's wrong. Something's not communicating. Something's not clicking.
I think
Jalen Hurts has like horrible body language at these press conferences.
I think Pang's 80% right.
Look, the NFC is the anomaly here. I think the AFC is a fun conversation.
No, the NFC is 49ers running away with it.
I think that Baltimore and Miami are the two scariest in the AFC. Baltimore and Miami scared the ever-living shit out of me.
You know who's interesting though? The Rams are starting to get interesting.
You would have talked about it if you were here.
We already did. Yeah. If you fucking show up to work on time.
I would say give me the Bills. The Bills
in the AFC.
The Bills on the second half have just been funny to watch. They said, "Hey, you know what's cool? We have James Cook. Let's see if he can run." And, I mean, it took a long time for them to figure this out, but this Bills offense has been the most efficient Bills offense in the last 3 years. It's not even close. They're not throwing picks. They're not fumbling.
Well, hopefully, James Cook is a big game.
Yeah, it's like, this is scary. Like straight out. Like I think they're the ones that's
So Pang, what's your No, I want to say that for later because I want to make sure I pick your brain for that. I want to say that for later. No, let's keep the conversation casual. Let's keep it casual. What's your take on the Jags, bro? Like this shit's weird. Like the Jags, the Browns are fucking weird, bro. What are we doing here?
The Jags are bad. ETN is overrated as hell, dude. I saw all these fucking guys like lapping. Oh my god, ETN's so good. ETN's so good. ETN, I think, has like 7, 9, 10 games so he runs like 60 yards or less or some shit. His yards per carry, I think, is under 4. And he's gotten lucky because he's basically this year's Jamal Williams.
They don't scare me. They don't.
But that whole offense is putrid.
Yeah, but it starts with Travis Etienne. Like
they don't scare me.
Like the receivers
are quarterback who doesn't know what he's doing.
No, I think Trevor Lawrence has been doing fine. Is he doing great now? But there's been a lot of drops. There's been a lot of just you got Zay Jones.
Who has the playoff bracket screen share? Who has a screen share? Well, because the screen share
he had Ridley, Kirk.
Ridley's not doing well. And Kirk is hurt. Kirk is out.
But I'm saying earlier on, he still wasn't doing anything when he had everyone.
If you're looking at touchdowns, it's because they all went to ETN because they would all fall at the 1 yard line and ETN would get them. If you're talking about straight yardage, a straight play, they've been fine. They haven't been great. I'm not telling you that
For the Jags,
busted
they
off.
pretty much are going to get in. It's a 54% chance if they lose.
And Ridley's just a fucking name. Let's be real, dude. Like he's not been that good this year. He'll probably be better next year.
I think Lawrence is just a name. I don't
Oh,
I don't
Payne
believe
will
it.
definitely call. Payne will call you out on your bullshit, but then Payne will also like make a meme video, like, and yeah.
Yeah, but like all these fucking dudes are jerking off ETN, but ETN's not fucking good, dude. He just hasn't been, and he's Dalvin Cook. He's this year's goddamn Dalvin Cook. You know, fucking Justin Jefferson goes 99 yards.
Payne, check it out. You and I, like, what I love about our friendship is that like we will get into the weeds of some shit. Like we'll talk numbers.
Yeah,
I want to talk numbers with you, bro. I'm gonna give you some percentages. I'm gonna give you both of them are 4 seeds. Both of them have to face each other, opposite conferences. Bucks, Jags, Bucks win. Or okay, I'm gonna go Buck. I'm gonna go with the loss column first. I'm gonna go loss, current, win. If the Bucks lose, it's still a 61% chance that they make it in. If the Jags lose, it's a 54% chance. The competition is thicker in the AFC. If the Jags were to remain like at the current point right now, it's a 74% chance for both these teams. Both these teams are heading into a dogfight in an opposite conference battle. I think this is a big betting game for everyone. And if you want, can you pull up the over under the spread and everything while we break this down? Because I think this is going to be important. I think we're about to get into some important shit. This is a big conversation. The if-win spread, if the Bucks win, it's an 86% chance to make the playoffs. If the Jags win, 88% chance. So pretty much no matter what, these two teams are in. But I think because these implications, we need to factor in what can happen on the spread with these two teams.
DraftKings has it at 1.5 for Tampa with the 42 over under.
I would take the over and I would take the Bucks. Well, actually, because I think they're worried that Trevor doesn't play or something weird like that.
Trevor's unlikely at this point.
Yeah, if he's unlikely, then yeah, it's just the Bucks. I just take the Bucks straight out.
I took the Bucks straight up.
Yeah. The Bucks are a better roster. It's not even close. They played
and
better.
Baker had a good game last week too.
Baker's had a good season. I talk a lot of shit about Baker, man. I have, and I owe my L's for it. But I'll tell you this now: I've been drafting Mike Evans wherever I was at. I had drafted like in best ball probably like 23% of Mike Evans and 23% Godwin, which is like $2,000 to $3,000 worth of those guys. I never doubted the talent of those players, but I doubted Baker pretty hard. I had him this year. Yeah.
Rashard White had been a freaking beautiful shot for me. Just on a pure volume shot. That's the only reason why I think he's like RB4 or 5 when I last saw something like that.
So here's the difference. Rashad White's a volume guy, but he at least can kind of push the end zone. He can at least, make the moves on a reception.
Yeah.
But guys like, and this is the issue I have with ETN. It's like
I think this is the nastiest game of the
he just doesn't have it.
But think about that. I think that is such a defining role that a running back has to have in order to draft him early. If he's not getting the pass catching work in the goal line, he cannot be used. And I feel like the pass catching work for ETN just doesn't seem like it's there on a consistent basis like it is for some of these other guys.
It was more this year. So he's actually catching a lot more this year than he's done in the past. But they're just garbage. Like they're no one's threatened by the guy. And I don't mean that like he's just this terrible player, but he's not threatening. If you look at his like yards per attempt, it's like just it's a joke.
Like him and Najee Harris are the same player.
Yeah, I think the worst part it's like it is, but Najee would be fine if they were on an offense that was in deficit. Najee's not okay. To be fair, I like Najee a lot, but I'll tell you right now that I think him and this is the kind of the way I thought about it. People point at Najee and say, well, he's doing terrible. But then I look at Jalen Warren's whose yards per carry haven't been that good either. And all it tells me is one thing. The O-line sucks. The scheming for play sucks. The Steelers suck. Right? Like usually just bad teams do bad things. But then when you look at ETN, he has good fantasy points because his team does well enough to get to the 1 yard line and his ass plods it in.
Hold on, really quick.
Yeah.
I have a
Najee had a good little
I have a
run there.
game. I have a game that I want to
Yeah.
play. All right. Y'all remember our college years, right? Like our college, like early, like 20s, like y'all remember Drink or Drown?
Drink
No.
around, no.
No.
I remember playing Secret Wrestling Camp with a couple of guys before. That was interesting.
Holy
We were
fuck!
playing beer pong.
He's back.
Secret Wrestling Camp was pretty cool. Good
Oh.
times.
At one point, Jags were on track to have #1 seed in the AFC. That shit fell off quick. They didn't have the dog in them. Well, we're about to have a very interesting game.
I was calling them out early. I didn't like the way they were playing from some of those fucking London games.
Yeah.
We're about to have a fun game. I have half of Modelo, and I have some rum. I am going to call out. I will let you know the favorites. If you are picking the dog, you will drink. All right. This is all money line. All money line shit that I'm doing. All right. We will talk spreads, over unders on Sunday morning. Saturday. All right. For the Saturday games, I'll let you guys give a take. Because there's only 2. Because we have Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, we have Buffalo Chargers.
No takes.
Here's the way the game works. Here's the way the game works. You sip if you take the underdog. If you
Straight
take the
though,
favorite,
not on the spread.
Yeah, straight.
You're gonna tell us who the dog is, though, right?
Yeah.
I will tell you who the dog is. You are not drinking. You do not take a sip if you take the favorite. Okay?
God damn you.
I want to make sure you guys can pace yourselves. And plus, I'm gonna have with my sister tonight, so I gotta make sure I protect her. So I'm like, fuck.
Thought you weren't going out.
When we end this fucking stream. Why do you got to do that? Why do you?
Stupid.
Anyways, the game starts in 3. Well, oh wait, I got to do this Robbie and Taco style really quick. Hold on. 3, 2. All righty. We start off Saturday. Remember, Saturday is the only time I give you the spread, the over, under, everything. We have 2 games. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, 3-point spread, over, under 38. Cincinnati favorite 162 to 136 the dogs. Drink or drown. Pittsburgh. Well, we're all on Cincinnati. That was really fucking quick. Cincinnati, I'm taking Cincinnati, and I think I probably take the over because Cincinnati could probably do most of the work themselves. I think that Pittsburgh scores. I lay Pittsburgh 14. But I think that Jake Browning does the rest. Your final Saturday game before we get into the Sunday slate. Drink or drown. Buffalo Bills, LA Chargers. 12.5-point spread. Bills are a minus 800 favorite to the plus 550 Chargers. It's a 44 over under. I heard a drink open, but
that was during the question, so that doesn't count.
Okay, we're good.
All right,
We made it out of Saturday. I think I take the under in that. I think that the Bills will put up 38 by themselves. I don't think they'll put up 44.
We're back.
Now it gets tough. The Minnesota Miracle Vikings We are now only in the money lines. Nothing else matters. I'm only reading money lines at this point. Plus 136 against the Detroit Lions at a minus 162.
Where's that game at again?
It is in Minnesota.
Okay.
We're chill.
I'm not drinking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Vikings are going to win this.
I'm taking Detroit all the way. I don't like Minnesota right now.
But
I do think it's going to be close in the third
yeah,
quarter.
I think it's going to be a close game, though. I could see an upset, but I'm not I'm just not playing that game.
I'm going to switch it up for you guys on this one just because we know who's already going to win. Because it's a Carolina versus Green Bay game.
Oh, my God, Bryce Young. Bryce Young, please have a good
Do you want to do wait, I'm going to let you guys pick. You guys can pick between the two of you. Do you want to drink off the over-under, or do you want to drink on the spread?
Spread.
4-point spread. Carolina are the dogs, obviously, at a plus 170. 4-point spread. You get minus 110 on the odds. Are we drinking or are we drink or drown?
I think
Carolina covers 4.
Carolina loses the game but covers.
Nah. I got Packers by more than 4.
Carolina is the second best team against the pass when it comes to fantasy points to the QB, and fourth best against tight ends. They're going to hold them.
A low-scoring game.
And Bryce Young is 32nd with the throw because he's been dog shit.
That Carolina defense is stat. I'm with it.
Yeah, the defense is good, but the offense can't go farther than fucking what? As far as Chuba Hubbard can run?
Well, that's why I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game because I
mean, bet the under. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
but I think Carolina.
Yeah.
But if you're going to take the under, then that means that Carolina has a potential.
But do you think what I'm saying is, Taco? Do you think they cover 4 points?
Yeah.
Then you should have drank.
No. I think I'm sorry. Packers are going to cover. I think Packers beat them by a touchdown at least.
No, I think it's going to be 3.
I think that Young has been that bad.
Let's get into Seattle, Tennessee.
Oh God!
Only money line. We are only going money line. This is definitely a trap. Vegas is laying a trap.
The spread I don't like.
Money line I don't like either.
No, but
plus 154 for Tennessee. They're the dog.
Well, because they don't know who's going to be QB yet.
And you have Seattle at a minus 185.
I'm thinking Seattle. They're easy.
This is tough because Drew Lock is my friend.
But Drew Lock's not starting.
Even if he was, I'm sorry for him.
But let me ask you a question. You're taking Tennessee?
Oh,
okay, can I ask you a question then? Does it matter if Tannehill starts?
I'm taking Tennessee.
Okay. I don't think it matters. I think this is almost like a must-win game for the Seahawks. Yeah, I believe that Geno Smith is coming back. And listen, I'm expecting a JSN touchdown, at least 2. I don't see the Titans being able to keep up with the Seahawks offense actually getting rolling. I think we've seen that the Titans are kind of formidable, so they're probably not going to take their foot off their gas more than likely. And
now we're about to get into the hard part of the slate. Oh, this is about to suck for me. All right. We're doing this for social media. Drink or drown. Slate walk. Indianapolis Colts. Atlanta Falcons. Colts plus 120 on the money line. Falcons minus 142 favorite. I'm doing another shot of rum.
I'm drinking because the Colts are winning this game.
I'm drinking too. I play by the rules. I'm not being no little bitch right now.
The Colts defense has been particularly hot as of late.
This is going to be a long segment. Mike, stick with me. Let's go.
Yeah, but I don't have controls to freaking put you in rain.
No, we're making content, baby. Drink or drown. Money. Oh my God, there's 4 more games we got to get through.
There's more than that.
I have to pee. Houston Texans.
You haven't even got to Monday.
130 money line against the Browns, minus 155.
Not drinking.
Ooh.
You're picking the upsets just to pick upsets, so you have to drink.
No, I'm not actually.
Who are you taking? The Browns?
He took Houston. I'm
the
taking the
Texans.
Browns.
I'm taking Houston. I'm
I
taking
mean,
Houston.
that game can go either way.
Well, you got to pick one way or the other, Taco. You can't just cop out. Who do you take? Who do you take, Taco?
I'm so gonna have to pee. Taco, you stall, Taco.
Taco,
Yeah,
who,
there.
Taco, who you taking?
Take your time. Stall.
Taco.
I want to say the Texans, but I'm just worried about them starting Case Keenum again and him playing like how he did last game
I
being
get that,
enough
but
for Joe Flacco.
For this game, you have to pick one. You can't just. You have to pick every game. That's the whole point.
I know what you're saying, right? But I'm mentally debating.
No, because you were trying to cop out of it. 10
I
seconds.
would never cop out. I drink or drown no matter what, baby. I think that if you put a gun to my head, I want to see the Browns just because Joe Flacco's been on a heater and there's no CJ Stroud.
I picked him in my work pool. Like I have to pick every game for my work pool, so that's who I'm picking. Like I'm picking. I can't just sit there and go, oh, I don't want to pick this game.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's confidence on top of it.
Yeah, next year I need to get back into one of those. I was doing one with my boy who's in Vegas, and it was for a sports book down there. We were doing pretty decent, but then I kind of forgot some weeks, and because it's hard when you have to phone them in.
Okay, this really has to be a fucking challenge that we do. Like, this has to be a challenge that we do like on a YouTube video where like everyone has. I was not expecting to like that shit. This is a hard challenge. I'm gonna get through the whole slate, but
well, I mean, when you're a lightweight, shit becomes
fuck
difficult.
you. Oh, fight, bro, fight!
Come on, Flacco. Like,
Next
we
game.
talking about Joe Flacco. We talking about Flacco.
Next game. Oh gosh. All right. Washington Jets. Washington is plus 136 dollars on the line.
Oh my god. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm betting the Jets because I already have money on the Commanders.
I love
because I know the Jets are gonna somehow fuck my whole life up.
Like I'm fucking taking shots of rum, and this nigga over here is fucking doing root beer. God damn it,
Robbie. It's not just root beer. Shut up.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little root beer in my cup.
I got Sailor Jerry.
Although I've never actually had root beer, so I don't even understand what it's.
What? You've never had root beer?
There's no way.
Yeah, you're weird.
No like Dr. Pepper, I've had.
There's Sailor Jerry.
Good shit.
Robbie, there's Sailor Jerry in it.
Ooh, now that is a fine rum. Sailor Jerry. What is that, like 70 proof or something like that? I forgot.
I mean, I'm drinking on Sailors right now, so like. Yeah. All right, so we're on the Commanders money line. Jags, Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks. I'm rocking with Gator.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's easy. The Jags are frauds.
I don't think the Jags are fucked.
Frauds.
I think the Jags covered at plus 1.5. I'm taking the Jags.
Oh, so you're not with Gator then. You're not with Gator.
It's a trap.
Bucks are gonna win. Bucks are gonna win by like a touchdown.
That game is a trap.
Bucks are gonna win by like a touchdown.
That game is a trap. I don't even know if I put that on my card.
I'm feeling confident.
Paying.
Give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks, man. I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah. I think if Lawrence is out,
100%. And you have no Kirk, and you have no Zay Jones.
Do you even put it on your card?
Yeah, I would. I think if I was to make a card today, I would have them on there. I mean,
I would take them. I would take the Packers.
Hold on, you get a 5-leg card. You put them on it.
Yeah, I would.
You get 3 legs. You put them on it.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I think the Bills, Lions, Packers, Bucks, Colts. I could run that. real
Wait,
quick.
stop. We're not in that part of the slate. Stop. Taco, who the fuck is the director?
Didn't we just do Colts? We just did
We
Colts.
did those. Yeah, we did.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus.
Robbie, in my work
Sorry.
Robbie, in my work pool, you know how it is. It's confidence. I picked the Buccaneers for 10 confidence. That shows you what I think.
Yeah.
Dallas, Miami. Dallas is a plus 110. I have Miami all the way.
It's on the road.
Arizona, Chicago.
I got. Oh,
Give me
God.
Chicago.
Calvin had a question, by the way. I would say Baker, man. I can't start Hal right now.
Which one?
Yeah, it's one QB league starting Baker or Hal. I said Baker. You're getting 2 touchdowns out of Baker. Yeah, you're getting 2 touchdowns out of him.
Was this also a question?
Oh. Stroud, Nico back. Nico's back. I don't think Stroud is.
Stroud's out. Nico is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nico is. Yeah.
Stroud has been confirmed out already.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pang.
Which hurts so bad. I got to win Polly's playoffs.
You have to start Hal, I feel like.
Over Baker?
I'm hoping and praying.
I would take Baker. I would take Baker over Hal.
Yeah, Baker's going to pass no matter what. Baker doesn't give a fuck.
Shameless plug. I wrote Baker as one of my starts of the week. So, yes, Baker.
All right. So, are we taking Arizona over the Bears? Arizona's a dog at 170.
No.
I think
in the Bears.
I wouldn't put
The
this
Bears
on my
defense
card.
is on right now.
I wouldn't put that I agree with, but I wouldn't put this on the card.
No, I wouldn't.
Just because this game can just get really stupid out of nowhere. We saw what happened with the Cardinals 2 weeks ago, where they were just like, let's show up all of a sudden and like ruin everybody's fucking week and just.
I think Brown is also going to be out this week as well for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
But Connor's been running decently well, which just
Pang, what book are
Pang,
what book have you been playing on lately?
I played on my bookie for a little while, but I haven't touched much this year. My buddy does my booking for me most of the time. But if I was, I would be.
I was thinking that private connection chat.
I used to have this we used to do it by pen and paper actually for a while. I still did shit by paper for a long time. But anyways, I would probably go with if I had to pick, I guess Bears, but I wouldn't like this card. I don't like this card at all.
Oh, it's not legal in California yet, is it?
No, nope. You have to go out of, we always have to go to like fucking Nevada and shit whenever we have to do anything.
If someone that has played on ESPN Bet, can I get a fucking review from y'all before I do this? Like, I don't want to jump on. If it's not Flame, I don't want it.
Well, I mean, ESPN Bet was the whole reason why I think Barstool and the company that they were originally with, Penn Gaming, broke up, was so that they can come over here and do ESPN Bet. So I'm anticipating that shit is supposed to be crazy because they gave Barstool up for nothing to do this.
I've been hearing gas. Like I've been hearing like people are saying like they're getting like good service over there. Like I've heard like the customer service is good. Like I don't. We'll say that for next week. We'll talk about that because we're not endorsed by any companies. Like we get to kind of like talk about and indict whatever. So I played on Caesars this year. Caesars has been fun. Caesar's been cool. Caesar shows love. DraftKings always shows love, and I think that's why I'm comfortable there. I've never not been shown love. So yeah, we might have that might be a podcast for a different day. We got one more game to break down. Patriots, Broncos, drink or drown.
Give me all the Broncos.
Give me all the Broncos.
Yeah,
I'm not drowning the Patriots. I'm not drowning in that.
Yeah, so give me the Broncos for sure.
We're not doing the Mondays games.
Robbie doesn't have the stamina to drown.
We still got 3 more games on the week.
Robbie needs a life vest. He's like, Mike,
You just did Saturday and Sunday. We got
Please
3
stop.
games on Christmas this year, boy.
He's
Yeah.
like, please stop.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. As an NBA fan, that's mad wild because like the NFL never did this.
Because it's Monday.
Holy
But
fuck.
That's why
a triple header.
That's why I did the what do you call it?
All right,
I'm not gonna
do it out of order. No, I'm gonna do it out of order to fuck with y'all.
You're gonna do it to mess with me. I know it.
You are now drinking on favorites.
Fuck you!
I'm gonna fuck with y'all niggas real quick.
Because my game is the first game of the week or day.
But I want
We even do the Broncos one?
I want Payne to set it off. I'm gonna give him the most controversial game of the week, though. Hey, yo, Payne.
Yes.
Niners, Ravens. This money line's not fair at all, B.
Give me Niners straight up. Niners with the spread. I think they're gonna kick the shit out of the Ravens.
This nigga say, "Yo, fuck your question. Shut up."
Yeah.
It's not. I'll be honest. If I was making a card right now, I take Niners. I would take Niners to kick the crap out of the Ravens, and I don't think.
I don't think there's any team that can beat the Niners, save of like Mahomes pulling out some godly tricks out of his hat. Like,
hey, Payne, can I get a 5 pick out of you when we get to the end?
Sure.
We'll close out with that. All right, bet. All right, go ahead, Taco. What were you saying?
oh no, well, I forgot.
He agrees.
He agrees with me. Yeah, it's not even close though.
I got Niners all day in that game.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. Fuck that. I think the Ravens show up and show out.
I don't think they have the offense to show out.
That's the issue.
They don't have anybody, right?
That's
Like they're not going to get a free open Isaiah Likely on the left side of the field by himself. They're not going to get Odell smoking around.
Robbie, what's the under on this?
I mean, they have Melvin Gordon, don't they?
7.
Oh yeah, exactly what they do.
I'm taking the under.
Here comes the Gus Buzz, baby.
You know what? I'm drinking. I said the rules where we're drinking on the favorite. I'm taking the favorite.
Yeah, it's Niners, and I don't think it's even.
Yeah,
close.
I think it's Niners.
I would even take Niners plus. I would take Niners even like -6, -7. I think they're going to win by 1 or 2 scores.
But if you saw,
I don't think I'd go more than 2.5.
If I saw this in a Super Bowl, I'd be scared. I'd be so scared. I'd tilt so hard.
If this was the Super Bowl, I'd probably feel a little different because I think that Lamar's probably at that point balling, and it's just kind of like, can they stop Lamar?
I think these two, there's a chance.
I just don't feel like that.
Obviously, there's a percentage chance, but there's a chance that these two teams scared the living god fuck out of me.
Man, it's hard to see anybody beating the Chiefs in the AFC.
Monday night, Giants, Eagles. We're taking the Eagles, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But wait. Do we shout our homie Duffy? Yo, shout Duffy, Malik, niggas. I love y'all. Y'all are the shit. Y'all been showing Rumboyz love on Insta, and I haven't been doing anything. Just been.
Connor has a question.
Yeah, one more. We got a question.
Yeah, I know. We got a question to ask you that. Look at Payne. Keep me honest. Payne, read it.
Pick 1 tight end and 1 flex, full PPR. We got Kincaid, McBride for tight ends, and then for the others, you got Palmer, Downs, Ridley, London, Jalen Warren. I think my answer would be McBride. McBride gets way too many targets to not start. He's like he's like a top 5, top 3 tight end.
Top 5.
Yeah.
McBride's a stud.
Wide receiver. I think the answer here is either London or Palmer.
It's Palmer and London for me. Just because I don't have enough. So I'm a Jalen Warren truther. I'm a big Jalen Warren truther. I ride and die with Jalen Warren. But I have to make sure you win your money.
To me, it's Palmer because Allen's already ruled out.
Well, obviously.
I think
No.
it could be London though if Taylor Heineke I think is starting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
also
that
think-
is like
Because at the end of the day, it's Eason. Like Eason's really not that good. Like he was not good when he debuted
No,
last
hey
week.
yo, Easton's a run boy and he's not good.
and you know what sucks is that Ridley's gonna
Easton, I
probably
love you
go
because,
off
like,
on your
you already
bench,
know.
stuck in your
Yo, really
line.
quick, Easton, I love you. You already know. Don't take it no slight. I love you.
Like Ridley's just an enigma. Like you
Yeah.
bench him, he's gonna do good. You start him, he's gonna suck. But like
Yeah.
you can't start him. But I don't know. If he's gonna do something, this is not a terrible game for him to do something in. Especially when you consider all the people that are hurt, like volume. Pretty sure Zay Jones isn't playing. There's no Kirk. Like, if he doesn't fucking go off in this game, when the fuck is he gonna come off?
We got one last game. This one is a trap.
It is not a trap.
On the spread, it might be, but not. Nope, it ain't no fucking trap. Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Kansas City Raiders. Kansas City's gonna win, right?
Yeah.
Minus 575.
You know what? Fuck it. You got under my skin with that comment.
Oh.
We're drinking for favorites, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're making content, baby. We're making content, all right. Jesus Christ. Make sure you record the post of the after content later on when you're fucking on the sidelines. Jesus. I mean, I will say this. The Bills and the 49ers would be an interesting matchup.
It would.
That would be an interesting matchup.
He said Mike really Mike goes Mike when I hit that shot. That was a good shot though.
Damn, I think right now the Bills and the Chiefs are probably still the two teams that you have to like out of the AFC.
I'm right with the Chiefs. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, Mahomes is just like a fucking magician out there.
I'm just mad.
And Pacheco is like on one, bro. That dude has been fucking consistent as hell.
Like, I'm just mad about the next set of videos I gotta do because like that's just gonna be wild.
Like, I mean, last year I had that feeling because, like, I don't know that unit, but this year, I hate to say it, with no Juju and everything, I'm just worried about that offensive firepower being enough to last throughout the playoffs. Like, I mean, are we really going to talk about Richie James being a significant contributor? Like, is that what we're really going to resort to? Richie James having a big Super Bowl. That's what we're fucking talking about.
As long as it's not fucking Kadarius Toney, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. It's the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who it is. As long as it's not Kadarius Toney, I don't give a shit.
The one thing I think the Chiefs have is they have a really good defense.
Marcus Robinson is going to win you your league this shit.
Oh, my God. I fucking dropped him at the last minute.
Hey, yo.
2 weeks, 3 years ago.
Let's say it like this. I'm Rumboyz Robbie. That's out the Mike FF. That nigga down there, that's Taco. Hey, yo, that's what homie Payne. He doing this thing.
In Sacktown, baby.
Sacktown.
Yeah.
Let's go to Best Coast.
West Coast.
Hey, yo. Hey, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz girls want to do. I love and appreciate you. I'll see you on Sunday. I may not do something for Saturday. It's Christmas. I might gift y'all. We out of here. Everyone, peace.
Dilly, dilly.